Welcome back to my channel. My name is Javon, and today I want to discuss 15 things I learned while on my trucking journey. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm actually multitasking as well. I'm actually preparing a meal for my family. I'm peeling some green beans. I like to stay healthy. I love green beans. So back to the regular programming. So 15 things I learned while trucking, and I am still with Prime. Right now, I'm currently on home time, right? So 15 things I learned. I made a little list too. 15 things I learned. Shout out to my trainer, Petit Voyager. He helped me out with this. He gave me a little plate. So let me run that plate for me. So 15 things I learned while trucking. This is all, I'm not an expert. This is this disclaimer, I'm not an expert. This is all from my personal perspective and what I experienced from other trainers too, right? Just want to let that know. I don't have a year under my belt. I'm still new, okay? So let that be known, because I know people like to get in the comments and have at it. Y'all can go ahead, but this is just me from my perspective. Feel me? So number one, mental aspect. Your mental have to be strong. You have to be strong mentally. You need to be aware of what you're getting yourself into and what you're about to step into as far as a career choice and the element of surprise when you step on that truck. Because when you get in that truck, whether it's a Kenworth, Peterbilt, International, Freightliner, it's the same thing as a truck. You need to prepare yourself every day with a plan or with some type of hobby, whatever you need to do. Meditate, breathe, focus, something that keeps you motivated for you and your family, whatever it is, your belief, whatever it is, keep this up here, screwed on tight, educate yourself, whatever you need to do. So for me, to give my answer for my solution for that problem, right? Because this is what we do. We give solutions out here, right? My solution for the mental aspect problem, I like to educate myself, right? I like to meditate, right? I like to breathe, meditate, channel my energy into something else instead of being frustrated or taking my anger out on somebody on the road or, whatever it is. I channel my anger inside. If I get a little frustrated, I channel it to something more productive. I listen to a podcast or something, right? Something to help me, not really, get too caught up of being over the road and being stagnant of like, damn, I want to go home. Damn, I want to see my friends are doing this and that. I don't follow what other people do. I just do what I do. So like I said, one of them is meditation. I like to meditate, so give it a try. I talk about it on my podcast. It's on New State of Mind podcast. You could check my link in my bio. You definitely check that out. I discuss about that. Or if you know about it, give it a try. It's a new year. Try something new, right? In order for you to get a different result, you have to do something different. If you keep on doing the same thing you've been doing, you're going to get the same result. So you need to try something different. And I guarantee you try that, it's going to help improve something in you, right? So I do the meditation. I also do like the podcast, right? I like to learn about finance. I'm very intrigued and in tune with the finance. I'm still learning, because it's a big uproar and within our community with the financial literacy and everything. And I made a couple plays, and those plays helped me out, and and it make things a little bit much better for my mental aspect, for me and my family. So definitely education, knowledge, self-help, self-care, right? And you want to do something for your mind, body, and soul. And with that being said, I leave it off of that for mental state, right? We're going to go to number 2, which is being strong. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. You got to stay strong while you're out there. You need to stay strong. You know why? Because there's going to be situations that occur that's going to test you. And you're going to get tested while you're out there. I got tested. And I tell you, I had to, tighten my boots, put on my, I bet. You know, when you saying, all right, bet, or like, say no more, or like, you know, whatever you say that you know when it's time to lock in, copy, whatever it is, it's game time. So I had to say that a couple of times while I'm out there, especially during this weather and this season with the snow. I ain't really get, you know, my foot wet too much in the snow, but I'm out there, feel me? But these are the things that could help you. You want to stay strong physically, mentally, and spiritually, right? So every day, do something for your mind, body, and soul. Whether it's working out, right? Getting the blood flowing. You know, you got to stay healthy while you're out there, right? You're going to be sitting a lot. You got to stay healthy. You don't want to come back to your friends, family, whoever, and you looking like crazy. And then you got to go into the damn hospital because you done, you know, crazy. So health is wealth. You know what I'm saying? You can't attain all this money and you don't have nothing to do with it, right? So you got to be strong. Then you want to make sure you do something mentally, whether it is reading, educating, you know, even if you're watching a video, watch something that's more pertaining to information rather than watch something, you know, dumbed down and you feel like you just feel stupid. I know a lot of people watch something and then they feel stupid after they watch that stupid stuff, right? So cut that out. You know, you gotta diet the system of your algorithm, of your pie chart of what you wanna download into your mind. So, right. So we did this, we did something for the mental, right? We did something for the body, and spiritually. The meditation, like I said, do something like that. Talk to yourself. Whether it is, you know, affirmations, you know, chanting things that help you soothe and calm yourself in that sort of form, right? So that's part of the way how I do things. I do those three things to help me stay strong physically, mentally, and spiritually, right? And I was number 2. So I'm gonna dive into number 3, right? Driving. It's a lot of driving. Drive. You're gonna drive. You thought driving to, cause I'm from New York, so I live in PA right now, right? So you thought you was driving, for me, I'm talking, you thought you was driving to New York, it's far, 2 hours, 3 hours or whatever. Nah, 8 hours, 7 hours. You thought 200 miles was far? You ever seen 1,000 miles of driving? You ever seen that? You're like, damn, I have to drive that, shoot. But then once you do it, you know, it start forming a habit of far as like, it comes natural now. Now it's not as grueling as the first, 500 miles, you know. Because, you know, especially for me speaking, because I like to be transparent with y'all. For me speaking, like, you see what I'm doing. I'm over here peeling green beans because I'm about to tear these up later. So I got to, you know, health is wealth, right? Got to take care of myself, right? So, and plus when you on the road, when you eating one of these, you ain't eating one of these when you on the road. You over there eating chicken. You turn into a chicken, right? But yeah, so when I'm on the road, right, with the driving, I like to just like, in the beginning it was crazy because you know you driving like this, you kind of nervous and scared, and you trying to keep it in the lane. You know that thing be beeping like bang bang. You know what I mean? Like your trainer in the other seat in the beginning watching you. You got all this pressure. You know that energy, and you trying to like keep it together. You know what I'm saying? And then you like 2 hands with it, your neck and everything hurting like this the first day, and you just like this at the end of the day, like, bruh, I'm tired. This thing crazy. I don't know if people second guessing, but I didn't second guess it right then and there. I started second guessing when I was starting to back. That's when I started second guessing. I was like, man, I can't get this backing drain right. So you're gonna drive, but you know, it come with time. Don't get discouraged. Just keep taking your time and just, you know, take it day by day, building blocks. Learn from where you messed up, learn where you could fix on things, right? So, like I said, the back end, that's an everyday thing. And always, most importantly with driving, stay safe. Your safety comes first when it comes to this driving and when it comes to this career, when it comes to driving with any company or for yourself. You want to be able to make it back home in one piece for you and yours. So always remember that. I'm type hot now. I'm in the crib with this journal. So, like I said, you want to make sure that your safety means everything, right? So that was number 3, right? So now we're gonna get to the money. Number 4, right? I got a little list. Finance and the reality of things and expectations, right? Y'all all know during the first week, you only get $200, right? $200, right? And you know everything ain't free, right? And you know everything that's free come with a fee, right? If you got credit cards, if you got loans, if you know what I'm saying, you know that how that thing operate, you know that you gotta pay that back. So for those that's coming into prom or whatever, or that's getting into that, just know that $200, you're gonna have to pay that back, right? And depending on the duration of how long it takes for you to upgrade to the from PSD to TNT, you're gonna owe them a little racket or two racks. You feel me? So it's okay, you're in good standings. There's no interest on it, right? But another thing too, that's just for the it's disclaimer type intro for those that don't know how I'm currently with prom, so I only can speak about that with prom. With that, you have to make sure that you're aware of like having some emergency funds on you, whether you have 3 to 4 months. If like for me, I'm grown. You feel me? I'm grown. So I have a family. So I had to make sure I have money set to the side for my expense for wifey and the kids is straight. So I had to make sure I ain't rich, feel me, but I will be wealthy very soon. You feel me? I had to make sure that we had money set to the side. We got 3 kids. We got 3 kids. So 5-family household. Feel me? So you got to make sure you got money to the side for any emergency. The kids get sick, car, house, whatever. I don't live in an apartment. I used to. I live in a house now. All praise to the Most High. So things is different when you have a family. If it's just you, if you got some let's just say, because everybody that come out here, they don't really have money, right? So let's just say you have $1,000, right? Save that money. The stock market and everything is down. You can invest what you can invest. You could make plays, do whatever you need to do, but save your money until you get into the next phase where you actually have an income coming in where you can actually benefit from. Whereas you're not touching your money so much, you have money just in case anything happen. If you get off the truck with a trainer, you need to take a flight, you need to take, an Uber, whatever it is, or you need to go home. You know what I'm saying? You want to have money set to the side, not wait check to check, week to week. So definitely pre-plan your decision before you come out here. Don't just rush out here because you see everybody driving, getting money. Not all money is good money, and everybody's situation is not the same. So don't follow nobody. Be you and lead yourself to the right divine time or what is necessary for you and yours. So the reality of it is you're gonna make $200 for the PSD phase when you doing that training on the pad or whatever and driving. Then when you get to TNT, you're gonna get about $900. That's tax. So you're gonna get about what, $700 a week. So you're gonna have to get $700. I haven't get to the next level. I got $700. But I recommend, this is a disclaimer, I'm not an expert. I recommend getting your credit right before you get out here. You know what I'm saying? Get that thing right. If you don't get your credit right, you're going to get left. Because you know why? You're going to need that when it's time to move on up and start getting into this business. Because if you don't get right when it comes, stand up. If you don't get right when it comes into the business aspect, the next when it's time for you to actually do the upgrade, where it's time to do the I ain't get there yet, but you're gonna have to try to get funding for your business, right? You need money for funding, right? So you're gonna need to get business line of credit for whatever you're trying to do. So that's another episode, another video, right? But as you can see, I'm very aware of what's going on for that, right? So we're gonna go to number 5. I don't want to keep this video too long. We're gonna go to number 5, right? So for number 5, it's a repetitive plan. You gotta have a plan every day when you're out there. I don't like how this look. I'm gonna sit back there. You gotta have a plan. I just made this video, I ain't gonna lie. You gotta have a plan every day when you're out there. And that's in life in general. You gotta have a plan in life. You gotta have a plan, game plan of what you're doing. You know what I mean? So always have a plan. Always know what you're doing it for, right? Have your core values. Discipline, consistency, and focus. Always have a core value of what is keeping you structured in that plan, right? So I keep it as that for 5. For 6, you're gonna go to number 6, right? It's a lifestyle. Trucking, life, whatever you're doing, if you could even use these steps for whatever it is, right? Whatever you're doing, it's a lifestyle, what you're going through. You might not see it, but you gotta be open-minded. You can't be closed-minded. It's a lifestyle. Trucking itself, it's a lifestyle. It's a different ball game. Being away from your loved ones, being alone a long time, whatever it is, it's a lifestyle. You know, driving for long periods of time, it's a lifestyle. Taking showers at truck stops, it's a lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying? But it's adaptable. You can do it. And if you can get through that time, you can get through any other endeavors that's coming your way too. Don't get discouraged and feel like, oh my God, this is a time that the Most High have for you to prepare and develop in a certain way. So utilize that, right? It's a lifestyle. Don't get discouraged. Get through it, right? So we're gonna go to number, where we at with it? 7. If you like for me, I'm the type of person, I like adventure, right? I like adventure. I like having the freedoms. This is my likes of it, of why I chose the trucking. You know what I mean? Like, I had all different type of jobs. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the best resume. I don't have the best, you know what I mean? I finished school, but like, you know what I mean? I wanted to do something different. So I chose something different. I went completely over there. And when I chose it, I was just like, man, I'm about to do something totally different. And this is what I did, right? So these are the likes that I like about the trucking industry, right? One of them, like I said, the adventure, right? Going all these places. Like I said, I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx. So I'm all closed off in the projects. For me, I'm from Bronx, New York, Edenwall, uptown for me. I'm from that area. I lived in a lot of different places in different boroughs. But I didn't really see, I never really traveled outside of America, you feel me? So I am Caribbean. My parents are Caribbean descent, Jamaican, St. Lucia. So you done know, you know what I'm saying? Feel me? So big thing I go on though, just watch, feel me? So I didn't really go to all these different places. So me stepping out of my comfort zone, seeing all these new places, it's like amazing right now. Cause it's like, wow, I didn't even picture myself doing all this. Like I know like I had a vision of it, but like, you know how when you don't believe in yourself and you don't really see it forthcoming because you didn't believe, you didn't have that self-worth of like, you know what I mean? I don't know, everybody not like that, but for me, I would like to be transparent. So for me, it was like that. Feel me? So got my protection. Feel me? So for me, it was like that. So now that I'm doing that, it's just because I started believing in myself more and more and more. And things started unfolding. And that's where I'm at in life. And like I said, it's a building block. Every day you want to try to become better and better version of yourself, right? And I tell my kids that too. And even my wife and myself. So I started seeing it as an adventure, and also the freedom of like, another thing, freedom of like driving. Yeah, you're not ultimately free, but the freedom of not dealing with a manager or somebody overseeing what you're doing constantly and kind of dictating what you need to do or like pointing fingers. I don't jack that. For me, that's not my reality no more. For me, I know I have to work with people as far as like, to a degree, but I'm not working with somebody that's telling me to do this and do that on a certain scale of labor, of, whatever it is. For me, as far as like, I don't want to knock nobody what they doing, but that's just how I feel with it. Everybody's entitled how they feel. Like I said, I ain't the best. I ain't perfect. I am definitely not perfect. I'm just like y'all. For me, I'm just giving y'all my perspective. For me, so I like the adventure and the freedom, and I'm still new, so I'm still learning. So those are the main two. I can only put 2 so far. The dislikes, I'm gonna go to number 8. Wait, that was what? That was 7. So we're gonna go to 8. Go to 8. Right. So the dislike, I don't know if y'all watching, y'all can comment, but like, the middleman, I do not like the middleman aspect of it. Like, that need to go. Like, I understand we need dispatchers or whatever it is, taxes, whatever the hell, that middleman aspect, that needs to go. You know why? Because we work so hard in every aspect. Everybody that work, we put this on our back for the country. We work and go crazy. And we got other people touching our money before we touch our own money. Now, I might get attacked for all this stuff that I'll say, but like, it's the truth. And the truth gonna set you free. And that's what it is. Feel me? And I could go deeper in this conversation too, but I'm gonna keep it at that. You know why? Because I know who, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep it at that for the middleman. The risk we take, right? I don't like the fact that we got to take all these risks. Like we driving, like my trainer, shout out to Caleb, right? He said, he gave me this philosophy of the LLC business. He gave me the philosophy for the CDL, right? He said, we have a class A license, right? They have a class C license. And I was like, yeah, what you mean? We in the adult class, they in a child class, right? And I was like, wow, I like that. That was nice, feel me? And it's the truth because we are on a different, level. We all in the same book. Well, we all in different chapters. We on a different chapter. We in the same book. We in a different chapter, feel me? So if I kind of did that. So we in a different level for them within the CDL. So if anything happened, we have to deal with all the hardship of it. And we taking these risks. And sometimes these little cars, these regular cars, even truckers too, they just be doing the darndest thing sometimes. And you just be doing what you need to do. And they come and doing what they want to do. So it's kind of like, so those risks is kind of catchy. Like I said, you gotta sharpen on those skills I said too. And for those that's already seasoned, experienced, y'all know what it is, But this is how it goes, trial and error. You got to go through it to, get better and whatever you need to do. It come with time, and the best teacher is experience. You're gonna have to go through it and get the experience, right? So, like I said, the danger, the middleman, and just the waiting game when you get to the 90, and it's like they not even trying to empty your truck for like 2 hours. And it's like, yo, like what's going on? But it's part of the game, But I don't want to keep going on with that. So I'm going to go to number 9, right? We on 9, right? So for 9, I got my little list. The balance with your significant other, the balance, matter of fact, I'm going to go like this. The balance with yourself, the balance with your significant other, and the balance with your family, and the balance with your friends, right? You got to create a balance, right? However you do it. You gotta let them know beforehand what they getting into, what you're getting into, right? You need to let them know. You know why? Because this is a different ball game. It's a life-changing thing. Like I said, it's a lifestyle. So you have to make sure you have that balance within yourself. You need to make sure that you are well equipped before you get on that road, getting into trucking. It's not a game out here. It's not a game at all in general for none of us. It's a different ball game. We in 2023. Feel me? It's different. There's a lot of things going on. We need to stay on point. And we all got to hold each other accountable, right? So, like I said, have that balance within yourself. I'm just saying that to keep it real with y'all and just let y'all know I'm here too. Feel me? I'm going through it. I'm just like y'all. We in this together until we find the right solution and come together as one, right? And for as far as your significant other, if you have a wife, you have a girlfriend, if they not for you, let them go. And that goes for anybody, right? Because you don't need nobody making things harder for you, stressing you out, making you want to run home for what? Like, yeah, you go home, but if you go home to argue and fight and bicker or be negative in that aspect, there's no need for them in your life because they not serving a purpose. They just taking away your energy, depleting you as far as building you up, watering you as a seed and watching you grow. And those times right now, when you doing this, you need someone for, encouragement, nourishment, whatever it is to help you get through this because this is something new. Not when everything you done with it, nobody don't see the grind. They only see when you shine. I'm going to say that again. Nobody don't see the grind. They only see when you shine. So when you shining, everybody want to know you. Everybody popping up out of the woodwork like, yo, let me borrow this, let me borrow that. Nah. When I was going through what I was going through, back against the wall getting beat up, ain't nobody was there to help me. So why should I help you? Now, I'm not saying that's the philosophy, but I'm just saying, like, know who's for you and know who's not. Because they're going to show their true colors, whether or not. So I'm gonna say that just for in general as like friends, family, whoever it is, right? Significant other, whatever, whoever. You know what it is because it's all about the energy. The energy, you will feel that. So, like I said, right? The balance. Create the balance, like a pie chart, like a diet system. I mentioned that in my podcast. Like I said, it's on Apple Music, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Anchor app. Check in the links in the description. Check out my podcast. I'm about to start my new season soon, and I'm about to get in depth. I'm about to tap into like a whole different category too. I'm still have the mental aspect, but I want to talk about something else. So, if y'all want to hit something else, like and comment and subscribe, and leave some comments if you have any topics you want me to talk about too. But that's what it is. And for the family, keep them informed of what's going on. Talk to them. Check in what's going on in the house. You got to make sure the foundation is straight because it's masculine energy as a father, as a man. When you in the household, you got to make sure everything is straight too. As far as you and your wife or girlfriend, whatever, make sure the house is good. Or even with siblings, whatever, just check up on one another. You got to do that. It's not easy. So you got to create that balance, create a system, create something for you to, get through that. Right. And I'm going to go to the next one. So we at 10. This is personality wise, whether you're an introvert or extrovert. I believe I'm both. I forgot the exact word of it. I believe I'm both. I know how to turn it on and off as far as being intro and extroverted. So that will play off in how you are into this this field of work, lifestyle, career, right? Excuse me. If you're already introverted, you're gonna spend a lot of time alone. That's cool if you like to be alone, but if you're alone all the time, that's gonna make you want to talk to somebody and be around somebody. For me, I like to, I'm cool. Like I said, I told you at the beginning, have things that help you get through those times, so you don't have to be worrying or waiting for somebody to talk to or whatever it is, because you're so busy and doing all these other things. You locked into other things that's keeping you busy and focused. It's not really affecting you as it would affect someone that have high anxiety, high low, like whatever it is, right? I'm not a therapist or whatever, so I'm just giving you my advice. So introvert, extrovert, pick a side or become both. You need to become both at this point, because you know why? You're gonna miss that companionship. You're gonna want to talk to somebody, be around people, be around regular civilization, right? It's not, you're gonna be alone a lot, so you're gonna want to be around somebody, whether dude, girl, whatever. Not saying going like that, whatever. I'm just saying like conversing. We're social beings. We like to socialize. This is why we do these videos. This is why we get on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, TikTok. All these things revolve around communication. So you're gonna want to communicate. The phone ain't gonna do it all the time either. Sometimes you want to be out and about too, right? So like I said, pick a side or learn to do both, And I'm gonna go to the next one. I'm almost done with this video. I'm gonna go to 11. My favorite number, y'all. I was born on the 11th. Expectations. I give y'all my expectations, right? I knew it was gonna be challenging coming into this field, and I kept saying that before, even when I was doing my test for like the permit. That was my whole thing. I knew it was gonna be challenging, but I'm ready. I was praying a lot, praying. I just started doing that over the summer, doing this, right? And I just got my license. Like I said, I'm from New York. I just got my license a year ago. I only been driving about a year and like freaking 4 or 5 months. I'm new at driving. Feel me? I'm from New York. Take a cab, Uber, train, bus. I don't need a car. I couldn't afford a car. Right, so now I got a car. I'm driving the truck. Feel me? Things have changed. Big things are going on. You know what I'm saying? Different timing. You see me? So it's challenging, right? I knew I was gonna make the money, but I'm not worrying about the money because the money gonna come. I'm worrying about being safe. Those are my expectations: staying safe, staying focused, and making it home, right? And also, getting the best truck possible. That all praise to the Most High. Like, I get blessed with a good truck that don't give me no issues and problems, right away. So those are my expectations. Forming the business. I fixed and cleaned my credit up. So my credit score is hitting on all sevens. I got sevens on Equifax, Experian, and transfusion. I got 7s, feel me? And I'm doing that. And trust me, I could give y'all some advice on that play too for credit. Trust me, I'm on that, right? So let me know. Hit me in the comments. Let me know. I could show y'all something. Pause. As far as those are like my expectations. As far as lessons, because I want to end this video. It's a pretty long video. As far as lessons, you know, for the trucking industry, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it blunt. Like, I'm not holding my tongue for nobody, Paul. I'm gonna keep it real. Better rates. I know everybody been saying that. I don't really know the rates, but I know we can get paid better because I done heard too many testimonials of people complaining. But like I said, you got to put in what you put out, but better rates for sure. Because everywhere is rising except for the wages. It don't make no sense. Everybody is working crazy, doing what they need to do. And food and everything's going up. But the main thing that's not going up is our money, our wages. So that needs to change. Another thing is the risk. I said too, the risk is crazy out here. I'm telling you, I done seen 4 or 5 trucks flip over crazy. And I'm like, yo, when you see that, you just start driving extra slow because you don't want it to happen to you. You lose your job, you lose your life, you lose your family, you lose everything. And within that, it's like a split 4 or 5 seconds. So those risks is crazy, honestly. And I feel like we as the people in general need to be able to create our own laws and create our own house of how we want things to be instead of dictating from somebody else and listen to what they telling us to do. As far as like come on, like we should be able to create laws for our own industries too, or our own reality. We have to go by some rules that people we never even met or whatever. But you know, people gonna have a whole debate about it. But that's just how I feel. I can keep going about it, but it's the truth. And the truth is always gonna outweigh the fact, because fact is, you know, you could check a fact, but you can't check a truth. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I want to keep this. I don't want to go too more. I'm already at 32 minutes, but I just want to give y'all a breakdown of like 15 things. Wait, it was what, 12? 12 things. I lost count. that conversation kind of got me, but those are just my tips of what to get yourself into while driving and expectations while you're getting on the road. I hope these this is more valuable to you for people that's new or people that's still in it during the process. I hope that this can help you improve, or you could try it out. You know, give it a try. It's not something bad, you know, and this is just my perspective. This, you know, my disclaimer, I'm not expert. It's all from my perspective. You know, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone achieve and attain their goals moving forward for their journey, and more life and blessings and abundance to yours. And let's do our best and keep uniting and spreading information to each other. And I catch you on another video. Peace.